Have you been to or thought about visiting Cleveland? Well, ride along with me and I will share my trip there this week with Clue. This is the way. So before we begin, I'd like to give a couple shout outs to Ash Forrest and Wesley Hoffman for leaving some comments on the last video. You guys are awesome. And also thank you for all the likes and for all the shares and for subscribing down below. So what sparked this trip that Clue and I went on? Well, back in June of last year, Motion City Soundtrack posted on their socials a very cryptic message at first. And a couple days later, they announced that they were going on tour in 2020. Needless to say, Clue and I were both really excited because we love Motion City Soundtrack. They were not coming to St. Louis, unfortunately. But Clue and I got married on January 2nd, and January 2nd of 2020 was going to be our 4-year wedding anniversary. So I came up with the idea to go ahead and buy 2 tickets as soon as they went on sale, which I'm glad I did because they ended up selling out a couple days later. And we were going to Cleveland on January 2nd. So today is January 3rd. Today's January 4th. And we had an awesome time in Cleveland. So we got the car loaded up and left for Cleveland on New Year's Day. Cleveland from St. Louis is probably about an 8-hour drive. So before we got to Cleveland, we had a dinner date in Dayton at Dewey's, and it was delightful. And their pizza is amazing. So afterwards, we got into Cleveland, we found our hotel and got all settled in. We woke up the next day and it was our 4-year wedding anniversary. So we started out by going down to the mezzanine for breakfast. After that, we went ahead and walked to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And I just want to say that place was pretty spectacular. There was so much history of bands there, and I could go on and talk about that place for a while, but that might be another video down the line. One of the highlights though, one of the things that I took away from Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, as soon as I walked in there, one of the first things that I saw in the exhibits was handwritten lyrics by Jimi Hendrix. And there was a lot of that throughout the museum, just original lyrics written down on legal pads, kind of like this, of artists. And it just kind of goes to show that musicians are people. And that's kind of the first point of reference of songs that they come up with. To be able to see that was super inspiring. After we were done at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, we needed to get some more food. So as we were walking, this very nice lady that was walking beside us, we ended up having a conversation with her, and she recommended going to this grocery store that used to be a bank called Heinen's. We definitely went there, filled up, and took all the food back to our awesome hotel room. So after we finished eating, then we got ready for the show. We went down to the lobby and then ventured out to the House of Blues. Once Clue and I walked through the doors of the House of Blues in Cleveland, we immediately fell in love. Just the size, the structure of the building, how big the venue is, it was all good. And that kind of added to our excitement to see the bands. So we got into the venue, we checked our coats, and then we got ready for the first band to play. The first band's name was Van Dale, and they absolutely killed it. They were fun. They gave Justin Pierre a bunch of shout outs, and it's just cool to see bands come together like that and support each other. After that, we saw the Sidekicks, and they were another phenomenal band. They had amazing harmonies, and they're super tight, and their songs were really catchy. And then Motion City Soundtrack took the stage. They still had loads of energy. Their show was fun. Clue and I definitely jumped up and down a lot. We were sweating by the end of the set. And Justin had a lot of good things to say to the audience. He had a lot of good things to say about his life.
I have come to believe that a lot more things seem interconnected than they used to be. And I don't know exactly what that means. I haven't solved it, but therapy is one thing that I've been using. And also the not drinking is helping a bit. And the pieces of the puzzle are starting to come together a little more for me. And I don't really know, I can't explain it, but during that last song, there was a moment in there where like, I stopped thinking and I was just being. And it was really fun. I did screw up a little bit, but I want to get back to that place. I want to be there. I feel like it's really nice to get those moments where you just forget what you're doing and you just are existing, you know? So I'm going to try to tap into that again.
After Motion City finished out their last song, we went to the lobby, hung out with some of the members of the bands a little bit, and I picked up this really sweet shirt, and we said our goodbyes to House of Blues. And then Clue and I walked back to the hotel. The next day, it was time to say our goodbyes to Cleveland, but before we went home, we made sure to visit a very special place, and that place was A Christmas Story house. We took the tour and our guide was awesome. She had so many good fun facts about the movie and about the shooting. And one of the ones that stuck out to me was the dogs from the Bumpus house. That wasn't planned. They were actually dogs running around that neighborhood, and they ended up putting the Bumpus dogs in the movie and writing it into the script because of that. So it was really cool just to kind of hear that. And I know, again, we could probably make a video of all the fun facts that we took from going on that tour. So I definitely recommend that if you are ever in Cleveland. I would definitely go back and visit Cleveland again, because there are definitely some locations I want to visit that we didn't really have time to. So it could happen again someday. You never know. So what I want to know from you is, where are you traveling to next? It could be down the road. It could be far, far away. We want to know. Put it down in the comments, share it with us, and we will see you in the next video.